today, a company specializing in river sports is kicking off a grassroots effort. The goal is to reconnect with America's paddling community following the pandemic.
Northwest River Supplies, based out of Idaho, is going to 5 U.S. cities showcasing their latest line of products. One of their stops this week is Vancouver, Washington. So joining us on the couch with more about their retail reunion tour is Chief Marketing Officer Mark Deming. Mark, good morning.
Hi, so good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thanks for stopping by. I know it's a busy week for you guys, so we're curious. Tell us a little bit about this tour and why Vancouver was one of your stops.
Yeah, well, we just heard the weather report. We all know that things are heating up for the spring and summer. This is a time of year where typically the folks who sell outdoor gear and equipment and the folks who make it, like our company, NRS, are getting together, planning the season, and seeing the latest and greatest gear that's coming out, getting sneak peeks of gear that will come out later down the road. We used to do that in these large national trade shows, which are basically, a festival-like atmosphere. Everybody from across the country comes to one place, and imagine, a 4-day party where everyone's wearing plaid. And now, since the pandemic, those shows have kind of fragmented a little bit. It's been more difficult for people to travel, and so that scene isn't what it used to be. And a lot of our friends and partners in the outdoors, we haven't seen for 2, 3, even 4 years now. And so we're calling this the reunion tour. We're loading up a truck and trailer. We've got a roadie. His name's Bagel, which is a great roadie name, I think. And we're literally driving across the country to different stops, typically in great outdoor areas like Portland. We all know this is kind of the epicenter of the outdoors in the Pacific Northwest. Hence why we're in, Portland, Vancouver area right now, and meeting with a lot of our local paddle sports and outdoor retailers here in the area.
Yeah, tell us about some of the products and innovations that people can expect to see at the show.
Yeah, so over the last few years, there has really been an explosion in popularity of stand-up paddling, kayaking, rafting, all those types of sports. People are getting outdoors. It's great. And that participation, that increased participation has led to a lot of innovation in gear as well. And so what you're going to see this year and next from NRS and other brands in the industry is a lot of new stand-up paddleboard technology, new life jackets that are more comfortable and enjoyable to wear. Lots of apparel innovations, as well as there's a lot happening right now in the rafting space, especially with fishing-specific watercraft for people who want to just get out on the rivers and float and fish.
Yeah. Well, I think to your point about some of the apparel and accessories, things like life jackets, being more comfortable, being easier to wear. I mean, they only work if you have them on when you need them,
That's right?
So let's talk about safety with that in mind. This is one of the first weeks that we're going to probably see a lot of folks on the water. How important is having the right gear for a lot of these activities?
It's absolutely essential. Right now, we're going to see some really warm, wonderful temperatures in this area this week. However, the water is still very cold. The water coming down these rivers was snow on the side of a mountain, mere days ago. And so what we need to do is not be lured into a false sense of security by the warm weather, but dress for the worst that could happen, i.e. falling off of your kayak or stand-up paddleboard or raft into the water. Number one, the most important thing you can do is to wear your life jacket and wear it properly. I see people floating down the river with their life jacket on, but unzipped and not tight. That's not going to do much for you.
Or tied to the front of their paddleboard.
That's right.
That's
right. That all the
so
time.
wear it all the time.
Wear it. Wear it and wear it well. And two, dress for the swim. It's a lot easier to cool off out of the water than it is to warm up in the water. Yeah. So dress for the water. And your local paddle sports shops can help you do that.
All right, great. Yeah. Well, Chief Marketing Officer Mark Deming, thank you for joining us. And just briefly, tell us where you're going to be again.
So
where and when?
We were in Bozeman, Montana last week. This week we're in Vancouver, Portland. We're on the way to Denver next week, and from there on to Grosse Isle, Michigan, and finally Greenville, South Carolina.
All right, sounds good.
Bagel's got his work cut out for him. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, appreciate it. And to check out all of the products from Northwest River Supplies, you can head to their website, nrs.com.